Are you struggling to be consistent to learn this language? So this video is for you. So let me tell you my experience when I was learning this language. So I made a lot of mistake at the beginning of time because I was not be consistent to learn this language. Sometimes I do and sometimes not for 2 and 3 days. And this how I felt that it's going to be take too much time. And I am the one person who want to learn quickly. It would be take around 1 year and 2 years, it doesn't matter. But in this durations, I going to achieve my milestone and my goals which I have, which is be fluent in English. And no, everyone's have dream to learn this language for a long time. But due to lack of consistency, they are not going to be achieved. They've demotivate for many of the time because of not be consistent to learn this language. So what is the tip and which I had follow at the beginning of time in this video I want to share. So hello my friend and all everyone whoever watching my video, whatever you have your set mindset, whatever you have your opinions, please leave below related to be consistent in English. And just let us tell me my experience to be consistent and how I can overcome from this such problem. So first thing is that make a schedules for 1 week and 2 weeks. It is up to you that how much you want to do practice in English and how much you are going to be consistent in these durations. Somebody they want to be consistent for 2 and 3 days. So make schedule for 2 and 3 days and do all activity which you wanted to do, but make sure it would be in English. And you all know that 4 steps is quite important, which is reading, writing, listening and speaking. That how much important you all know. If you are reading books loudly at your home, then it's be and help you to be fluent in English because you are speaking. In this way your mouth going to be fluent, your sound is going to be very fluent as well as you able to speak very correct pronunciations. And you know that how much is important for everyone. If you are pronouncing word in very way and good way, not going to someone judge you that you are making mistake. So that's why we should to speak, we should to read any books loudly. And writing, you all know that how much writing is important play role to learn this language. If you are writing some things in your English and you are putting your effort and your opinions about the something which you want to describe it, it take a time, it takes some effort to write it. You're going to use some vocabulary which is advanced, and this how you can learnings your vocabulary, because you want to take some help of Google. You know Google is an application where you can exchange your language, your mother tongue to English, and that's how you're going to write your thought to be a good in English. And listening, you know all everyone that how much important listening. How I learned language which is my mother tongue, by listening, by surrounding ourselves in listening, because they're all everyone are speaking in the mother tongue, and that's how I learned this language which is mother tongue. So you all if you want to learn this language which is a spoken English, and how it's going to be achieve it by speaking. So try to speak as much as you can in a day to be fluent in English. So what I said, to in these schedules do all activity which is going to help you to speak better English. And second thing and second point which is quite important for all everyone's, which is surround yourself in English and live in English. Do you think that what is meaning of live in English? It means whatever you are doing at your home, where you are going, whenever you are meeting with your friend, try to speak in English. It means you are listening song, you are watching some news, you are reading some book, try to speak and try to read in English. If you are watching some movie, try to watch in English with subtitles. So it means you are living in English. So how I learned my mother tongues? By living in my mother tongues, which means when I got up in the mornings, we talk to my friend, we talk to my mothers, and do all activity in my mother tongues. We communicate with them in mother tongue, and that's how I learned. So at the time there I have surround of my native language, which is Hindi. So that's how I learned. So in this durations, do all activity in English. It help you to articulate in a better way, and don't procrastinate it. I will do it later. My English is not too much good. Once I become a too much good English, then I would be surround myself. No, you don't have to do. I start right at the beginning when you are going to learn this language. So please surround yourself and live in English in order to speak fluent in English. Make friend to do practice in English in order to be consistent. You know, when I was learning at the beginning of time, sometimes I do conversation with him in English, and many of the time I not, because of I was engaged in my word, which is reading, writings of my syllabus. So that's why I not going to be achieve and not going to be a consistent at the learning time. So when I met one and two friend, and that's how they used to talk with me in English, whether I'm doing some activity or anything else, but they used to come at my home, and sometimes they used to call me, and that's how I do practice in English in order to be consistent to learn this language. So please make a friend where you can, and with whom you can do practice in English in order to be consistent. Now you are feeling that I have some work, and you are making so much excuse that, but once your friend call you, definitely you want to learn this language, and definitely you want to do practice and conversation with him in English, and that's how you can be and follow consistency. And third thing that is quite important for everyone, which I discussed already, but I still want to discuss, which is be a journalism. So what is the meaning of the journalism? Which I already tell you. Whatever you have opinions, and whatever you want to think about yourself, think about the world, try to write down it. You don't have to do too much thing. Try to write down 5 and 6 lines in order to be consistent. And 5 thing which is quite important for all everyone, which they want to achieve is, which is be patient with yourself, celebrate a small victory. If you pass up something which you are not going to achieve it, like when I started to learn this language, I couldn't speak in English, but once I try to speak English and done conversation 1 and 2, then I celebrate and victors ourselves that I achieved something in my life, which is I move in the next step of the learning English. So please try to celebrate a small victor, which is going to help you to be consistent, and treat yourself when you reach milestone. What's the meaning of that? The first you had already have decided at the beginning of time, I want to be fluent in English. At the beginning of time when you started, you are not understanding anything in English. You are not able to write down, you are not able to listen, you are not able to speak at the beginning of time. Once you achieve little things, try to reward of yourself that I achieved something in my life in order to be consistent. Because if you are celebrating, just like watch some movie in English and do whatever you want as your wish, it's up to you that how you want to celebrate, which you get something success in your life. So if you are be something in your life, be something better than before, try to reward yourself at the time you celebrate of yourself with your friend and do any kind of activity. And you better know that how can celebrate of yourself in order to be consistent and reward yourself that I achieved something. So all think today in this video. If you like it, please like this video, and if you are new here, please subscribe my channels and try to learn each and every single day in order to be consistent. In all know that consistency is the key of learning English. So that's it today in this video.